Instagram's new speed feature, convenience or psychological concern. Fast forwarding the already short content would further harm users' attention span. Ghibli effect, ChatGPT usage hits record after rollout of viral feature. The trend has also raised legal questions. Don't be surprised if you see a deep fake video or deep fake image of yourself surfacing somewhere on the internet. Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Gappa, which is the first ever tech podcast show in India. We are the hosts. I'm Amogh.
I'm Sumedh.
I'm Mohit.
And we discuss all things tech in a simplified way. You ask why we do it. It's simple. We are technically nerds. So all our episodes of Tech Gappa are now available with Hindi and Marathi subtitles. So you can tune into the closed caption section and select your preferred language. So this week we have curated few articles which are, a composition or a mixture of trending topics. So we'll be obviously discussing about Ghibli Studio for sure. And secondly, a good update or a skeptical or sketchy update from Instagram just to cater its competition TikTok. So we'll just take a look at that as well. We have on the global level Qualcomm investing into a company, Vietnamese company. It has sort of purchased 60% of the stakes. So they technically own that Vietnamese firm. So we'll take a look at that. Then for our viewers, if you remember, we had discussed Meta's new Meta's new spectacles or Meta's new specs, which were launched or unveiled in CES. So now they are taking a commercial turn. The prototypes are now being converted into production level products. And lastly, but not the least, or you can say the least one, Microsoft. We have again Microsoft. So be ready for Sumedh's rant. But yeah, it's all about the blue screen, problem screen, which we commonly know. Or in the last year earlier, we saw that because of some error, all the Windows devices, they face this blue screen error, which is why flights or everything was sort of hampered. So yeah, that's all about it. Let's start with today's episode. So Qualcomm announces acquisition of VinAI's generative AI division, MovianAI.
MovianAI.
So Vin Group is a famous or big group, just like we have Tata here in India or Mahindra for that matter. So Vin Group is a large group in
Vietnam, right?
And Qualcomm has acquired 65% stake in that particular Vin Group's AI division. So I don't know what exactly they are planning to, but let's just take a look at this article. And I'm quoting, Qualcomm announced the acquisition of MovianAI artificial intelligence application and research JSC on Tuesday. So I think it's for research purpose or something. I don't know. Let's see. It is the former generative AI division of VinAI and application. Okay, so VinAI was technically application and research purposes in AI segment, you can say.
Okay.
A part of Vietnamese conglomerate, Vin Group, as we have already seen. With this move, the San Diego-based tech giant has acquired a 65% stake in the company. The financial details of the move were not disclosed by either of the parties, but Qualcomm said that the move will allow it to expedite and scale generative AI research and product development. So I think this is straight away to cater DeepSeek.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Coming from especially when you see Qualcomm acquisition, you can pretty much guess that it is going to be a very AI centric, and especially coming from a silicon IP manufacturer, most definitely going to boost their sales for the hardware.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's just take a look at what the deal itself was. So in a newsroom post, the chip maker announced the acquisition. Okay, that is fine. And yeah, the acquired entity specialized in AI research and development had a charter capital of nearly $9 million. So that's roughly 77 crore rupees. And the chip maker said that it has been working closely with Vietnamese technology ecosystem for more than 20 years in the areas of 5G, AI, IoT, and automotive. So wow. So I think this might be a this might be a combined move, you can say, with 5 to 6, you can say 5, 6 points
Mhm.
kept in mind,
Yeah.
so that they can focus on 5G, they can focus on AI, they can focus on IoT, they can focus on generative AI specifically.
Mhm. Mhm.
And Vietnam has always been an alternative to China.
Always has been. Yeah.
So,
Taiwan and Vietnam have
correct.
definitely been. Yeah.
So this might be a move to tackle China, or for that matter, OpenAI, you can say.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be a thing. Also, I think another, you know, on a business level, I think what Qualcomm has done in this case would be, since you mentioned that they have been working with Win Group for a
20,
few,
25 years.
and especially seeing the, business growth, like WinFast coming here. It's a separate entity, okay, but nonetheless,
Part
under
of the same group, Win Group.
so especially with the AI boom, if when the Win Group is showing significantly good results, acquiring such a big stake in especially the AI segment would definitely be in favor of Qualcomm for
Right?
making sales. So I think this is definitely a very smart move considering business. And as you said, competing with OpenAI, preferring DeepSeek, and deploying their own IPs and hardware for this. If they
Right.
do so, then come on, it's a big deal.
Yeah, it is basically for the coping up with the high-paced market, which is AI.
Mm.
Correct.
Because if they wanted to up their game into the market, in perspective with Qualcomm, basically. So the safest way and the fastest way is to hire somebody who is actually establishing themselves into the market.
Correct.
So they have done the same thing in this acquisition. So they have acquired the best thing and at the higher stake, and they will be like coping up with the market needs. So that's the game, I think.
And again, just to support Mohit, just to support your point, if we take a look at the giants, Nvidia is supporting OpenAI.
Yes.
What's that? AMD is supporting DeepSeek. So Qualcomm is the only player which is left alone, who is into manufacturing chips, processors, and everything, not dealing with AI.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But that's not the case anymore.
exactly. But I don't think so. Like, please,
Hmm.
tell me if I'm wrong. But see, these AI models are very GPU centric. That if I'm right, and especially AMD and Nvidia being the only
GPU
technically being
makers.
the only players dominating the market. What Qualcomm does is usually develops not IPs but processors, processing chips
Right.
which are
CPU.
CPU centric, not graphic centric. And I think so. Like right now, they are delving into the laptop market, especially
Yeah.
switching from just mobile to the portable computers now as well
Yeah. So
with
maybe they will actually target the that market only. We
gra
never know,
yeah,
because all the hype is around the PCs and all laptops and all. They
yeah.
will might be entering into the tablet or a 5G mobile or
Hmm.
smartphones
Yes.
Yeah,
market.
that can be a thing,
That
especially
can be a thing.
considering
Yeah.
the 5G technology that we were just
Yes.
discussing from the article, most
Yes.
definitely.
Or they might have plans to launch GPU built from scratch
Can be a
and
thing.
test those GPUs for
In
generative
the
AI.
facility. Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Because
That
it's
can be
tough,
also.
because it's tough for Qualcomm to compete in graphical processing unit market because of Nvidia and AMD. They are
Mhm.
here in the market for last 20, 25 years.
Yeah,
It's for Qualcomm to launch a new graphical processing unit at this point, 2025 or maybe 2026. It's really tough for them to just survive in the market.
yeah,
But this can be an opportunity for them. They
yeah.
can portray that, hey, we have this particular firm which they have just acquired. which is generative AI centric, which also caters AI, IoT, 5G, and all capabilities.
Yeah.
This particular facility or this particular application or whatever it might be runs on Qualcomm's processors, and
Correct.
not only CPUs but also GPUs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this might
Might be.
be a testing ground for them, or they might think that this particular acquisition might turn out to be exemplary.
Exactly, yeah. And could this be like even specifically considering the 5G, just what we just discussed, considering the 5G, its advancements, 6G if possible, and everything, would they be competing in the telecom market now, along with, say, Ericsson, likes of Ericsson
Exactly.
and other
Yeah.
companies, maybe? Because as far as I know, Vietnam is definitely a budding market for telecom industries, and like will
It's
be.
just like India. It's
It's
just like India.
yeah, it is. It is really a big deal.
But I mean, again, everybody is running behind AI, generative AI, and everything.
Yeah. Hey, but
So
if you think about it, say, consider telecom or 5G or good internet speeds, especially over wireless. Okay, let's keep Starlink and our typical
or aside, yeah,
Out
aside.
of
aside for
the
the time
yeah.
being. But if you consider the advancements in 5G that are going on for the speeds that we are getting as like Wi-Fi speeds, okay, if you consider that with remote, uh, AI centers, okay, data centers. And if you were to consider a dedicated 5G towers for these things, okay, and I know this might not be very power efficient as such, but what if you're going for wireless? What if
Yeah,
you're using telecom bands as well?
that is possible.
Yeah. So for let's not say it's going to be for every other what do you say, that AI thingy,
Mhm.
those data centers or such. But I think so, if you have some remote deployments, remote specific, yeah, you can have such a thing, right? So,
That's possible. That's
yeah,
quite likely. Can happen. But all in all, I mean, every other company is running behind the tag of AI just to be in the press news or online, just to have a keyword of AI
yeah.
attached to
Yeah.
their
That we
company.
have already
Discussed about,
lot of
yes.
time. Yeah.
This might be the vibe marketing now.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So uh, everybody just wants to attach the keyword AI to their companies.
Yeah.
So, but this move is not really shallow, or just like we saw what Ola is doing with Kurtrima and everything.
Yeah,
It's not at all leading to a concrete decision or concrete information for that matter when it comes to Ola and everything. But Qualcomm's move is sort of logical, and I feel that they are very keen to be in the AI space because acquiring 65% stake worth rupees 77 crore. I mean, for them it's like peanuts, but it's still acquiring a company altogether for AI. That's a big move.
yeah, most definitely. So, I would like to request the viewers to, put your thoughts in the comments below about this Win Group acquirement, sorry,
Acquisition.
AI stake, AI stake for the Qualcomm. So please do let us know about what you think could be the reason Qualcomm might be acquiring this. We would like to hear your thoughts as well.
Yeah, for sure. So now let's take a look at another update from Microsoft. And I don't think Sumedh, you would rant about this because it's not really Microsoft is not really taking away anything per se.
Giving it is
Yeah.
is it giving something?
No, it's neither. So
Okay.
they are just making small changes with
Uh,
the annoying blue screen.
uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Before taking a look at the article, our viewers might have seen this particular screen on their laptop or computers. If not, you are the most luckiest guy or girl in this
Yes.
world. But if you have, then you might know what we are talking about. So whenever there is some issue with the operating system, with the Windows, if at all there is some problem, internal issue, This
You never
screen
know
just
about the issue actually.
exactly. They don't just know what exactly is wrong, but they just flash this screen on our display, saying with a poor, sad smiley face,
Yeah.
which says your device ran into problem and needs to be restarted. So this QR code is trash and nothing happens. I mean,
Yeah.
they just these are just troubleshooting tips and nothing else. But this is the famous screen
Have you actually
because
scanned that QR code?
no,
This
we
takes you
normally
to help or something.
Exactly.
we
Yeah.
we get frustrated. We get frustrated and we just if it's a laptop, we just shut it down, or if it's a
Restart.
computer desktop, we just switch off the plugs.
Yeah.
So, but
Switch off the
this,
first. The most important step after this is to open up the PC and
yeah,
just take out the
just
RAM and
yeah,
just clean it and put it
or
back.
or just pray that this screen doesn't pop up
Exactly.
again
Yeah.
after restarting.
I have another solution for you. Once you see this, once you turn it off, you boot it via BIOS or UEFI. I won't go into the details, but you switch to Linux.
Switch to Linux. This should
Or
be
if you're
mandatory.
really rich, go buy Apple products.
No, please no. Okay. It's better to restart your computer than buying Apple products.
Yeah.
That is true.
Economical solution.
Yes.
But if you remember, we saw this screen like what, 6 months ago, which was making into the headlines. So people
About the
faced, yeah,
yeah.
people faced a lot of issues. So there was some error with Windows servers,
The
which
CrowdStrike issue.
It was the CrowdStrike attack.
Yes.
yes,
CrowdStrike
So
issue.
what basically happened was, I think so. It wasn't an attack as well. I think so. It was like
The
more like
patch.
it
The
was.
patch is missing. I think so.
So yeah, basically what they pushed some incorrect thing in production or something like
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
what we hear. And basically what happened was their update failed. Some kind of update issue was there.
Mhm.
And then everyone started just getting this
blue screen.
yeah, blue screen of death. And that's how it. So it basically caused massive issues because of inconvenience, basically. And rather, yeah, so it was mostly inconvenience. I wouldn't delve deep into it.
Yeah.
We
So
should,
inconvenience, no. As far as inconvenience is concerned,
yeah,
people were writing boarding passes with their hands.
exactly.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Because
This
the
was the
systems
level of
were
inconvenience.
unable to reach.
Yeah,
That's why.
because systems crashed all over the
Yes.
world and
Trust.
it
Yeah.
caused a lot of inconvenience. That is
Lot of inconvenience and lot of losses.
correct. Yeah,
So it did take a financial toll on all the other
yeah,
companies. This particular blue screen is referred to
They called
as,
it as a blue screen of death.
yeah,
yes.
BSOD.
Yes. Yeah. So Microsoft may soon replace the blue screen of death. Here's what's changing. So I think they have just changed the color
Oh, is it? Okay.
and just remove the QR code because it's completely useless. Like you said, Mohit, do you
Yeah,
scan the
exactly.
QR code? Yes, we don't scan the QR code.
Exactly.
So they have simply removed it right away. So
Good.
I'm just quoting the tagline. Okay, that's okay. It's the same thing. And this will be a green screen now, turns out.
Wow.
Wow.
So, or maybe you can say olive green, dark green. You can just,
Color nerds, tell us.
yeah,
No, no, it's green. That's it.
screen. Yeah, okay.
So now it's a green screen of death.
Green screen of death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, even the problems are not iconic anymore. So, yeah, I mean, the issues are not, so might
Because
as
there is
well.
no icon.
There is no icon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. Correct.
So
Exactly.
let's just take a look. I'm just quoting. Even if you haven't used Windows, chances are you have heard about the infamous blue screen of death error message. The error popping up isn't something anyone would want on their PC, but you are likely to run into it more than you would like. However, in a blog post, Microsoft has announced that it will update the iconic Windows blue screen of death with a new look. What's with the new look? Come on. The
Wow.
tech the tech giant said that it is previewing a new, more streamlined UI for unexpected restarts, which better aligns with Windows 11 graphics and design principles.
So basically, what they're doing is to fill their what's new in this update kind of sheet, the So they're just pushing out a new color or something. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done using Microsoft products as well. So
So switch to Linux.
yes.
So after Sumedh's rant, we will just go ahead with the next update we have. So earlier in CES episode, we had discussed about Meta partnering with Ray-Ban for their XR goggles, you can say,
Yeah.
which is just like what Snapchat goggles are, but
But
it's a better version. It's a better version of Snapchat goggles. So the main purpose is to combine augmented reality and virtual reality in the goggles. But that was sort of a prototype, you can say, in the CES. You can check out the link to that episode here. No, it's here.
oh,
But now that like after what 2 months, we are seeing another update. So this is from the prototype version has now converted into the production level, you can say, and they are taking this seriously. So let's just take a look at it.
mhm,
So the article says Meta may launch smart glasses with built-in screen and gesture control by end of 2025. So Meta's upcoming smart glasses, code-named Hypernova, is set to pack small screen on the bottom of the right lens and look like the current generation Ray-Ban smart glasses. So this is the exact version which we saw in the CES. And you can see there are two cameras. Wait,
mhm. One for each eye.
what? So we might see some 3D or not 3D exactly, but AR stuff, augmented reality stuff
Yeah.
displayed on the screen. So this might be some directions. We can see some arrows pointing in real life on the screen. Something like heads-up display, combination of something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's just take a look at what the article has to say. I'm quoting, following the success of its Ray-Ban smart glasses, Meta is reportedly planning to expand its footprint in the wearable segment with five new products, including a new pair of premium smart glasses, which would cost about $1,000. So 80,000. And what exactly is this? We have seen that it has got screens. Wait a second. Uh, yeah. So compared to the current version of Ray-Ban smart glasses, the upcoming product will have more powerful camera and all features will be available on the current Wayfarer style Ray-Bans. And however, Bloomberg says the new version will continue to rely heavily on Meta View phone app. I
Uh-huh.
have not used Meta View phone app, but I don't know how it looks or what exactly are the features in it. But speculations also suggest that users will be able to control Hypernova using a neural wristband controller. This is interesting. So this
Okay.
would allow users to control glasses with gestures like rotating hand to scroll and pinch finger and thumb to select the items.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
This is interesting. So the
Okay.
prices would be $1,000, $1,300, and $1,400. But no such, okay, no word on what the display would look like or the camera specifications or how it will be integrated, whether it is compatible with Insta or Facebook or WhatsApp.
So basically, it's going to be like some features what a smartphone has on
Right.
glasses that cost as much or more than your premium smartphones. So, okay. Why not just buy glasses for their main purpose that is, blocking the sun's harmful rays? One. Second thing, um, okay, cool. You might have some XR and everything, but What's scaring me right now is, say, if everyone starts using such kind of glasses, they have a nice display where I'm walking around, I'm searching for some directions, and it just prompts me, yeah, like go here and everything, and which helps me a lot, which is nice, obviously, a good thing. But since it's going to be a free service of sorts, having that or a premium service, I don't know, after you buy this, what if they start showing advertisements? Like everywhere you
Hmm.
go, you just put on glasses and see more advertisement.
Yes.
Like, what's with that? Let's hope that doesn't happen. So that's two. And three, just like, again, the simplest question, why?
No, why for $1,000?
Or yeah,
It
I mean, the technology is like, say, is expensive. Okay, manufacturing this must be quite expensive, and you are putting it on expensive glasses again. So I do understand the fact that, okay, say thousands of dollars might be a bit cheap even for this, okay, compared to, say, the whole AR glasses and everything, AR headset. But why?
No, I think the main reason is or rather, main reason it might be to replace the heavy goggles, which are
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
VRs, you are,
VR goggles. Yeah.
AR headsets and all. Yeah, understandable.
So
Yeah,
it might replace
but it does
those.
not have any kind of a prominent display. It is just having the normal display.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's also
it will
that's
not
also.
actually give you the that much of information which can give
Exactly.
by VRs. So
Exactly. So if you consider that, like, it's not going to be showing me any extra more information than any AR headset or just providing me the basic things. I would rather, spend some time hurting my neck by looking down at my phone. I think that's a doable thing. And also, one more thing I noticed, it's compatible with some application on your phone, right? Now I have to ask, have you seen the rising trend where every other thing that you get has to be connected to a very proprietary software
application,
application?
yeah,
Yes.
Why not just make it compatible across? Yeah, okay, integration is hard. There's a lot of things working. I do understand that having a separate application makes it easier to develop on a software standpoint, but I mean, if you're trying to make something easy, why are you making stuff hard? And there's like potential to have so much spyware. I'm not trying to scare the viewers every now and then, but all I'm saying is there are so many apps on your phone. Like you need like five of them, say on the daily. What are you going to do with like the rest of hundreds of apps that you have?
So no, but the main purpose of those goggles would be you would see something like this through the goggles.
See, I would just like
but
to point,
yeah, I
okay,
doubt it is available in this classes because
but,
whatever we are seeing on
but
this,
just let's just consider a few of these, okay? Like the map, I can completely understand that it's going to give you some kind of info on how to get there. Like I think so Google has that XR thing, right?
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
Mm.
up the phone and Google Maps shows you direct arrows and
Yes.
everything. It's
Yes.
cool. If it's doing that kind of thing, it's good. But if you show me stuff like the signals which are working, like,
the
hey,
time,
now
the
and you
time,
can walk now. Dude, I can see. If I can't see, I
yeah,
just buy glasses which will help me see, hopefully. The only thing this could do, I think, as an addition would be to help colorblind people, maybe.
Ah, yes.
That I can completely understand. So, if say a person is colorblind, there are like few types of colorblindness. So,
yeah,
if they make accessibility based apps for this, where it actually shows you where there might be a instance where a guy has to drive and the green
mm,
signal and the red signal are not visible to him. So if
yeah,
they do provide some information where they should like, yeah, this is green, you should go,
Yes.
then it's good. But just the basic stuff, I can use my phone. I mean, even if people walk with earphones around and they
yeah,
just get prompts from Google Maps or similar stuff to, turn right in so much meters or feet for never mind, American friends.
right.
So stuff like that.
So
Eh,
every development in this domain, like any kind of a smart glasses domain, reminds me of Mr. Pranav Mistry. You heard about his name? So So he was there for the TED Talks long back. I'm talking about the 15 years ago or something. So he has given a demonstration about the vision, how exactly he wanted to do the development in this particular category. So if 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 I think so, I can find that link. I will just drop it into the description. So
Sure.
take a look at
Yeah,
that. It's very interesting topic, and at that time he has that particular vision, mind blowing. So
yeah,
he
sure.
had a standing ovation on that on the TED Talks that time. So you must be seeing that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a must watch. Yeah.
yeah, it's so much watch. Yeah, correct.
Okay, so moving ahead with the trending part now, trending part of the week, we can say. We have Instagram's new feature, which is mainly to tackle TikTok. So for the competition's sake, I'll just give our viewers a timeline. So earlier, Snapchat was famous with its stories feature. So Instagram decided to kill Snapchat by introducing stories. So Insta, after releasing stories feature, Snapchat saw a lot of decline in users. So that's how Instagram killed Snapchat. And after TikTok, TikTok was very famous, they introduced Reels on Instagram just to kill TikTok.
Yeah,
But the effect was not really huge as compared to the effect they saw with Snapchat. So people are still using TikTok and using Insta for Reels.
Actually, what I would like to highlight is in this timeline, there was a point where TikTok was banned in
banned in
India.
India.
Let's
And
let's
exactly, and that time only the reels were in
exactly.
the
So
game.
there was a massive influx of people
Yeah,
using TikTok who switched to Instagram for that.
correct, correct,
The
correct.
primary and
Yeah,
now I think so recently US also has banned TikTok.
Yes.
yeah, it is
And
in
therefore,
the discussion still. Yeah, correct.
Instagram has seen like the massive growth where every other the creators, the consumers, everyone is switching over to Instagram just to have their ADHD
So
or
I think so. We are going towards like every consumer is the creator. That
yeah,
kind of a word. So
exactly.
it's it's too much. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
please.
you see a lot of accounts where they do nothing but have their face there, and
that's
the
it.
actual creator is someone different doing something else. And
Yeah,
nowadays they don't even react; they're just like there.
yeah,
They have like millions of views, so yeah, I mean,
yeah.
that's how it works.
But let's just take what this article has to say. So Instagram's new speed feature, convenience or psychological concern, how will it impact your attention span? So Instagram is adding a fast forward feature for Reels similar
Ah,
to TikTok. While it allows quicker content consumption, experts warn it may harm attention spans and mental health.
yeah.
I'm not a TikTok user, so I don't know what fast forward feature is.
Um, I would like to add on this because I am I can say safely that I'm pretty much addicted to stuff on Instagram because every day, no matter how much you say, like I'm going to use it for five
Yeah,
minutes,
yeah, yeah.
using 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour easily. The thing is, what I saw, you have this feature to pause the reel, right?
Yes.
In Instagram. And I was trying to pause this reel, but suddenly it just sped up. So I think what they've done is
Oh,
left
okay.
and right edges, if you press and hold it for pausing, it actually speeds up
Speeds
to
up,
two.
fast forward it. Okay,
Yeah, but if you press in the middle, press and hold in the middle,
it
it
will stop. It will pause.
Okay.
Okay.
pause. Yeah, exactly. So like YouTube Shorts, you just press and it pauses, but this
Uh,
case it just like speeds up and everything. So that's the update I think. So they might be talking about speeding up.
Maybe.
yeah,
But
but the
again,
consumption level will be very high
very
Very
because
high.
high,
Very high.
because
really high. Like people are just like I know for a fact like people usually listen to lectures and other curriculum stuff on 2x speed, 1.5 to
Yes.
2x,
Yes.
2.5
Yeah.
sometimes. And that kind of mentality has gotten into content consumption as well, where
In the
people.
reels actually, which is actually a short
Short
format.
form.
So already you have like low attention span. Now
Yeah.
speeding that up. Okay. So it's going to be really, really tough on people, especially kids who
Yes.
who have access to these things.
Yeah.
Who I would like to hear you guys, inputs on this, because I can safely say it has like it has been a downhill for me as well. And I'm trying to quit using this application as much as possible. So I would like to hear your inputs, please.
No, for sure. But before we share our thoughts or other discuss what we exactly feel, we just take a look at what exactly they have to say and what exactly some psychologists are commenting on this. So, like we know, Reel is furthermore a short format of video, which is typically from typically below 1 minute, you can say. And now with this fast forward features, I'm quoting the article. Fast forwarding videos allows users to quickly consume longer format content, saving time. However, this has also some drawbacks. Expert believe Experts believe that it can have certain psychological implications. According to Radhika Acharya, consultant clinical and rehabilitation psychologist, fast forwarding the already short content would further harm users' attention spans. So, yes. And we know about the dopamine release. So, I just simply quickly quote the article here. Fast forwarding all the short videos will further make people impulsive as the brain releases dopamine faster and seeks more such content. This will reduce their attention span and can even lead to changes in their personality. So this does have a greater impact on the psychology than we are thinking.
Mm.
So meanwhile, Meta has also introduced new AI-powered tools to help brands connect. Hey, च्या गावात समजा नाही घेत मी.
ते नको घेऊ, ते नको घेऊ. ते
ते
वाटलं.
नको घेऊ रे.
So definitely this has some, not some, but major impact on the mental health and psychology as well. And earlier, people, or rather when we were into the college days and everything, when reels were not really popular or reels were not existing at all, we had IGTV, which was Instagram TV.
Yeah,
Just to kill, it was Instagram's move to kill YouTube by
yeah, it was.
introducing the vertical video format.
Yeah,
But after introduction of Reels, Instagram quietly killed IGTV.
exactly.
So you now have to compulsory upload a reel, even if your video is 4 minutes long or 5 minutes long.
Yeah, exactly. I think even YouTube Shorts is short to
Yes,
compete with, say, the Reels format, you could say, right?
Reels format.
Actually, we have to imagine the kind of a scenario when we were not exposed to the Instagram
Yeah,
back then.
yeah, a
How the
lot.
hell our time was going on in that days?
Exactly. So
We,
So
we
we
have to
were
even,
we have to just
productive.
think. We have to just think about it.
yeah,
So that's the only way we can actually see to those problems. I think so, because you cannot imagine the day without an Instagram opening an Instagram reel right now, right in
exactly.
nowadays. But if you can imagine, or if you can remember how we are spending time at that days when Instagram was not in our hand. So we have to just think like that. I think
It
so.
back in those days when Instagram was not famous, it
Yeah,
was WhatsApp. The first thing you we were doing was opening WhatsApp on our phone.
yeah,
Nowadays, it's opening Instagram.
Yeah,
exactly.
but WhatsApp is not something broadcasting. So
Yeah,
so
but
there is a so if you are opening a WhatsApp and you don't have any messages, either you chat with somebody or you will just wait for the receive the message. But in Instagram, you don't have that limitation.
yes, but
So
back then, there was no discrimination between long format video and short format video,
Mhm.
because the normal short format video was considered to be 5 minute or 8 minute video on a YouTube,
Exactly. Exactly.
and that was it. And Instagram was typically meant for sharing photos, and that was it. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
But
started
after,
off with that 1:1 aspect ratio anyways, right? Like
Exactly.
yes,
uh,
9:16.
OG 6
Insta, yeah.
what format?
OG
Yeah.
format, yeah.
So they introduced a 9:16 format. So 9:16 is basically the vertical
The vertical one, yeah.
format.
Correct.
Normally, YouTube has the horizontal one,
Mhm.
and Instagram has the vertical one. So the vertical format is, in technical terms, it's known as 9:16.
Yeah.
So, but after this 9:16 format introduction, a lot of content creators, they jumped onto Instagram. And because of Reels, the attention span was heavily reduced. I mean, people were entertained by 1 minute video, they were happy, and that was it. And that was sort of addictive. And introducing a fast forward feature in the 1 minute video format, we are expecting very, we are expecting a lot of entertainment in just 10-15 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's Tatka service.
Tatka service.
Yeah. But
So this will impact a lot on kids especially.
yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I can safely say with this addiction towards, I wouldn't say addiction, but everyone is technically in a way addicted, right? So if you think about it, the like we were just discussing, I mean, Mohit said like before when we didn't used to open Instagram, or when you said when we used to open WhatsApp, or frankly speaking, we didn't have much internet available to us on our
Exactly.
Yes.
That
phones.
was the major point, actually.
Yeah, that was a major point. And if you
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
even that kind of reality that we lived in has become imaginary nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it will get very philosophical if you think about it. But then
Yeah.
again,
It's
we
a psychological topic, but we are taking on as a philosophical. Yeah.
exactly philosophical, psychological, everything.
Everything and technology as well.
Exactly. And yeah, technology has impacted so much, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Books, now it's phones. So
Yeah.
that's how technology has came in. It used to be writing a system, then printing, spreading the information via books, and now books are less, and you can consume so much video content and everything, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
it's just taken over.
But I mean, okay, I mean, yes, data was not readily available, what, 10-15 years ago, or the content for that matter was really long video based content.
Right. Right.
So there was more engagement of the viewers than short span videos.
Uh-huh.
But I have seen some podcasts wherein these clinical psychologists explain that kids who are now between the age group of 12 and 16, they are facing a lot of depressions or issues with depression because of social media and social media addiction, you can say, or their constant habit of using smartphones while having their dinner or lunch or food.
Yeah,
So that is another aspect. But if you are seeing the adults as well,
yeah,
they
Yes,
are continuously comparing their life with others because
others.
of these things.
yeah,
So it is a never-ending topic to be discussed. I
yeah.
truly
And
believe
and
that.
one
Yeah.
can always, debate the fact that we are adapting and evolving, always, because that is something that never stops. And what used to be a slow, long drawn process has become a more faster, can be a efficient one as well. Because, say, you and I, we might require things like books, longer, lengthy videos to understand something.
Yeah.
A child in today's world might not require that. It
Yeah.
could just watch a few minutes video and understand the topic very well. Could be a thing. So it's always a debatable topic, but
Correct.
how much should we push ourselves is going to
Correct.
be an everlasting question here too.
Yeah. True.
And everyone is hopping onto I want to be famous train. So, and
Yeah.
again, Insta or any of the content creation platform is one of the best tool to get famous and instantly and at any age.
Exactly. Hype train is real.
And
So,
talking about the trains, the next topic is
yeah,
Amogh.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's a good segue
Yeah.
Yeah.
because and I'll just rephrase the segue. You can say
Yeah.
people are going behind becoming famous and they are following the trends
Yeah.
which are unnecessary. And speaking of trends,
Yeah.
we have we have an update from
Uh,
Ghibli Studio.
the most controversial trend right now.
It's controversial thing. So Ghibli is sort of a studio, or yeah, it is actually a
Is a
studio.
studio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like a studio. It is a
It is
studio.
a studio.
It's a very
Yeah.
important studio which has made really amazing films. Few of which people might have heard, such as Spirited Away, which
Yeah.
was a very popular film, and it follows a very like we said, the Ghibli artwork that is seen across the films.
Yes.
It's a very specific style made by the creator. I shouldn't quote his name because I might pronounce it wrong. So I ask Amogh, please get it out.
Yeah. We have this article. So recently, all of us have seen people sharing their animated images on Instagram or any of the social media platform generated by ChatGPT's Ghibli Studio. So Ghibli Studio is sort of an effect which which converts your images into Japanese style animation. So let's just take a look at what this article has to say. Ghibli effect, ChatGPT usage hits record after rollout of viral feature. The trend has also raised legal questions about AI generated images mimicking Studio Ghibli's iconic animation style.
Animation style. Yeah.
So the CEO says that we added 1 million users in the last hour
My God.
and in 5 days. Yeah. Uh, so OpenAI CEO, which is ChatGPT CEO Sam Altman, said in an Twitter post on Monday, comparing it with the addition of 1 million users in 5 days following ChatGPT's red hot launch more than 2 years ago. So
Yeah,
after ChatGPT was launched, they did not see 1 million users signing up in 5 days.
exactly.
And it is achieved now in 1 hour.
In 1 hour, yes. So global app downloads and weekly active users on ChatGPT grew 11% and 5% respectively from the last week, while in-app purchases revenue increased 6%, the market intelligence firm said. So Ghibli Studio is not a free feature, it's a paid feature. You have to purchase credits or something, or you have to, yeah, I think it will be credit based or points based,
Yeah.
and then you can convert your image to Ghibli style studio.
Yeah, I think so. What I read recently was because a lot of people are specifically generating such pictures using their actual pictures. They have limited the free usage or something to 3 images per session,
Yes, yes,
per day or something, to reduce the strain on their servers.
yes,
And for the premium, I guess premium must be the reason multiple pictures you could, change. So
yes.
I think so
Yeah.
that could be the subscription jump that they saw.
This is an obvious thing that because of the increasing popularity, they have seen downtimes and outages in the service, and which is quite obvious. I mean, 1 million users signing up in less than an hour, it might have created a lot of effects and impacts on the servers. But this has also introduced some legal complexities and uncertainties because generating image directly in a in a art form or art style has sort of introduced or welcomed legal complications from artists, which are doing this for years and years. So during this trend of Ghibli studio converting your images into Ghibli style art, I have seen a lot of friends who paint a lot and who are commercial artists raising concerns over this particular generation tool.
I had a similar conversation with one of an artist friend of mine who had severely strong opinions about this being a negative, addition to ChatGPT. So if I had to put something, I can see a pro of this feature where uh, this art form, right? It's very popular. A lot of people like it. That's why it's being, generated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it is trending.
Your own photo in such a I mean, having a customized photo of your own in such a form is definitely something that people will like. And having that feature is definitely a nice thing. But at the same time, when a lot of people are making this and posting this online, does take a lot away from the artist. So
Yes.
the artist, and I'll read the name, Hayao Miyazaki. So I did see him reacting negatively to this trend,
Yeah,
and I do agree with him as well, because he and his team has really worked hard
hard. Yeah,
making this style and making it popular with their hard work. It's definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that have went into this. So I do agree that, using I've been skeptical of generating any kind of art or imagery using AI
Yeah.
anyways, because it takes away a lot from the actual artists and creators.
No, and I would like to highlight, I mean, before we are wrapping this up, I would like to highlight 2 points. Firstly, it's not at all perfect as of now because
Yeah.
one of the, I saw a post on Instagram. It's a family of four, and that particular person has a small kid. So the original image had four person, but Ghibli Studio has created five.
Yeah.
So he had two daughters in the actual photo, and the Ghibli studio has shown three daughters. So
Yeah. I,
it's
I I saw the imperfections because there was this photo of a recently married couple where the bride was holding a bouquet or something like that in her hand, and the image creation tool changed that bouquet into a child. So, yeah, it raised quite a few questions.
yeah,
so yeah, we are also seeing the imperfection. And secondly, if you compare the original image and the facial structure and everything with the Ghibli's image, um, face
style.
for that
Yeah,
matter,
style based. Yeah.
the two results are completely balls apart. I mean, the generated image is very standardized, or it's very common, so you cannot guess the person's face just by taking a look at Ghibli's image.
Right.
So there are no similarities in the face for that, if you want to say it like that.
Yeah,
And secondly, do you remember deepfake?
yeah,
So deepfake was basically AI based video generation tool wherein anyone on this earth can generate videos based on the available facial data.
Yeah,
that's insane.
So this was deepfake was or is a threat to those people whose facial data is readily available on the content creation platforms, or or if at all they have used AI tools, because they have uploaded their images on some AI portals, and this data is stored in the AI servers, and it can be used to process human face or create or generate videos looking like that particular person. So we have seen Rashmika Mandana's deep fake video. And the main threat deep fake or the main threat of deep fake was to the artists and actors or content creators because they're
Whose data is available on these social sites.
readily available.
Yeah.
But this was not really a threat to common users. But that's not the case anymore, thanks to our
Yeah.
users who are following trend of
Yeah.
Ghibli Studio.
Yeah.
Congratulations, your data is now available to millions of users and AI servers. And because of your data, anybody can generate a deep fake video or your face for that
Yeah.
matter.
What if
The help
what
of AI.
what if people just take the Ghiblified photos and reverse search them into real photos?
Yes, you might be able to see what the original image was. So congratulations. Thank you for supporting developers like us.
Yes.
You guys have trained our AI models. So
Correct.
thanks for making AI models work better. We as a software development community have all your facial data, so we can easily replicate your faces with the
Yeah.
help of AI. So kudos to that.
Yeah.
And yes, you don't be surprised if you see a deep fake video or deep fake image of yourself surfacing somewhere on the internet because you have voluntarily
Make
submitted
it
your
available.
facial data
Make it available.
Exactly.
Yeah.
to the AI. So yes, that's these are my two points because it is really a big thing. It is not at all a trend, and it's easy to fool people these days.
Exactly.
Just introduce some, and this has been going on Instagram for a year. Show me your face in 2024.
Exactly. Like random trends where show me the last picture in your gallery or
Yes,
stuff like that. And people
yes.
blindly follow this thing. My God, that
So the
is
impact of this technology wise is huge, and you have fallen into the trap of training the AI, training the image models, which these content social media sites are running. And Meta is specifically known for such, or is infamous, because if you remember what happened during Cambridge Analytica data breach, Facebook and Instagram, they sell your data without your consent. Or technically, you give them consent because
Yeah.
they
exactly.
just don't read the privacy policies. So, congratulations, your data is now available to everyone who is accessing the AI models.
Uh-huh.
And don't be surprised if you see some deep fake video or photo generated with the help of AI.
Yeah, exactly.
You have successfully fallen into the trap.
Yeah. So,
So that's a wrap, Sumedh.
oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sumedh is injured. Okay. Nonetheless, that's a wrap for this week. And do let us know about this episode in the comments below. And subscribe to Technically Nerds if you haven't already. Keep supporting us. Do share this video with your friends and family.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week. Bye. पानी पियो दे पप्पा.
Yes.
कडक आहे हा व्यू पर छान आहे. हायड्रेशन ब्रेक.
अब लोग ऊपर नहीं है बट यस यू कैन पुट दिस इन
Let's just take a look.
एक है तो सकता
Oh,
पानी पिऊंगी
वो मलाही पाणी. चला ब्लूपर. गरम व्हायला लागलं रे.
एसी बसल्यावर उकडतं